Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the horror at Highrook. And once again, we are here with our four intrepid heroes, now at level 3, Dr. Caligar, Atticus Hawk, Mechanicus Astor, and Scholar of Vitali. And we are reaching into some, we have to leave the end of this act pretty shortly. We only have two of these diagram sections in order to be able to complete the ritual, whatever. And we've got not a lot of the things besides the level 7 ones that we need to have assistance in doing so. Now we're going to have to do the moonlight shards here to produce another 2-point mysteries. I think those are called mysteries. Oh well. And I know I've been forgetting these and just doing by symbols, so I guess we're going to have to continue doing that process. But in any case, this one, for example, brings us to 7. Requires 4 here, but we have 3 with either Vitali or Caligar. Vitali is probably going to be the best choice here, as he's a little less adaptable to a lot of other situations. Now, let's see. With that completed, we'll have those 2 diagrams very shortly. Meanwhile, probably should do some cooking. The inspiring text, we'll need to use that in order to be able to get the dream version of this, the dream inspiration, as they call it, of the roots variety. That one I do remember. It's pretty easy to remember. But we'll pick the one that pick the character doesn't need to be doing something else at the moment. Now, if I'm correct, yeah, we've got all of the. Oh wait, the toy donkey. Yeah. Get some serious dream energy going there. I guess it's probably going to help the Scholar of Vitali's. All right, we still have 2 body parts here, as well as plus whatever ones are also missing for Dr. Caligar's personal quest. Atticus Hawk has 1 more knife to kick, and Mechanicus has got to try to do Sophia's blueprint. The problem being is it's also a 7 of the devices, so I can get it from the tools, which is good. The devices. 7 devices test, as we'll call it, but we can't only get a 6 at the moment, because I could see you're going to the +1s plus her own. That plus the tool at +2, so that would only produce 6. So, meanwhile, I'm guessing since I don't... this one right here, Dr. Calgar could do. But actually, for a ritual offering, and the beckoning bell as well might be the next step, but could do... Let's see... Well, either anyone can do the raw meat cooking. So I guess you tend to not be that great at non-physical tasks, so I'll put you there. Astor, okay, Dr. Calgar's got a sanity issue. On the hand, we've kind of given up on keeping her sober, so I guess this is perfectly fine. And yeah, let's crack open the scripting gate if anything's new. There we go. Let's get to work, people. And there's cue the music. I'll have Stokes toss him in here. Yep, so there's nothing left at this point. So with Dr. Calgar, why don't we have him do the rusty shovel. Keep them cycling out for any potential items of useful. Alright, perhaps. Okay, so we already have 2 meals. Yeah, okay. Getting that sort of feeling, but we can just grab this one here, and we'll need 1. We need to get another one of our, oh, I gotta remember where we got the shards from. Probably from summoning something with the bells. So, Vitali may have to do double duty here. There you go. Summon that. And Atticus. Let's see, these are empty, that's empty. Wow. Yeah, I guess we got a lot of stuff here. We could have... Astor's got the lab ability, I believe. Yep, substances. So grab that and healing spray to be able to get the second healing dose, as it were. Just so we have it. Not sure we need it, but just good to have it. As well as... Battalion's tired. Hawk. Yeah, Hawk. Should have you take a nap. How's that? Maybe we get a dream back. Yeah, we're focusing elsewhere. Caw. Children of the Raven. Hasn't said, I don't know if it said never bore yet, but it's inevitably going to do so. I blame you, Mr. Poe. Okay, so yeah, ritual offering. Meanwhile, let's see. Substances, dreams. Huh. Could use Tobias' lens to see if anything. Grab another one of the supply boxes. Can use that with our. Oh, there it is. Use that with our basic lantern. And Tohil's lens. There you go. Empty has crossed the veil. Belfiend. Okay. With only one person who can do this, it's going to have to be Ms. Astor. And do it with the toy donkey now. The toy donkey's dream, not that. Okay, so the scrubbing salts, I guess. Go for it. I'm gonna love the fact that we're going to sickening doppelganger summoned by the bell, a warped travesty of a stolen soul. It lashes out in any instance of a human form it parodies. Okay, great. Pictures would be nicer, though. Can't have everything, of course. So yeah, we're gonna basically use scouring powder to get the hard to clean demon out of the woodwork, which is kind of funny, hilariously. Okay, so now with that going down, the healing dose, we're gonna need that in a bit. Gift to the snake, that goes here. Okay, so now with you, Mr. Hawk. We don't need a lot here. Hang on 1 second. Mrs. Hudson is in the lab. Okay, don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I'm currently scritching one hand, playing with the other, because that is proper what you do when cats want to lap. Anyways, yeah. Thinking that once he's done, we're going to be able to get that one done. We'll have the last bit for the, composer, and then we can move on to the next stage. So, meanwhile, are you hungry? Ooh, you're wounded as heck, though. Alright, so, yeah, we've all been kind of beaten up, apparently. Oops, should use the healing jelly, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to have plenty of this stuff eventually. We'll have to go... Hold on. Pause 1 second. Patched up and ready to go. Forgot to give you something to do. Since a simple trowel... Oh yeah, I could use a simple trowel, but I don't actually have a tool to do it with. So, what does Vaticus do it? Start digging again. Alright, so meanwhile... The inspiring text needs to be done as well. And... yeah. Guess probably might have Kelligard in the last one. Alright, let's continue. Shipping crate, just in case. Calgar. Okay, so can move you over here. That brings us to a 5. We're going to need those tiers, however, and it's going to be about a minute. So just to save time, we'll take Calgar off for the moment. We could do a quick... How is Calgar? Yeah, why don't you just take a quick nap? That should do. Excellent. Pause. Get the moonlight shards in place here. Whoever's clear first is probably going to be Vital. We'll then use them. Okay, in the meantime, Ms. Astor, you should probably go eat that healing jelly. So we just call it jelly. We don't want to consider too closely what it might be. There you go. Basically, healing item that requires to have 1 substances to be able to use it. Okay, gift to the mole, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Go just run over here and grab another... oh god, another ritual offering. Okay, so we can run over here with him and just have him complete out the set there. Atticus, you've got healing sprig, so that will go over here laboratory-wise. We'll have that healing, the second healing, have her make the second healing dose. Now, have her actually do the fishing, and then have him, or I think he can do it with the microscope, I believe. But, there you go. Might just be nothing, but you never know. Keep him busy, I say. Alright, so the healing sprig then goes here. Start task. Get that one done. Oh, we're gonna get Vitali. Uh-oh. If he fails that due to exhaustion, that's gonna be bad. Oh, there's just his Hudson going. Alright, so Kilgar. You're not even that hungry. You'll need to get might need a second crate after that. We'll need a crate to replace the one we're using here. Restless, yeah, that's one way of putting it. And it's actually 9, isn't it? I barely pay attention to this sometimes because I just have these people working day and night. Because I am such a slave driver. Yeah, there's nothing for the crates to reconvene with. So what we will do at this point is toss these all into the composer and then start the next stage of things. See what evil portents we get this time. Still hoping to get the personal quest done soon. There you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. The dark forces have been appealed. The Ashen Hammer. A rite to break the threshold of the third circle. A ceremony to walk in the cinder fields of Nibiru. A hexagon and a hammer contained, drawn, and charcoal on the ground. Going to be forge-based challenges. Strike a stone with metal to ring out a beckoning call. Ring the chime, the controlling bell, like a heartbeat. Breathe in a step to the clock, lungs like bellows fanning an unseen flame. Etch the secret names of the makers inside the hex. Draw their tools with your mind's eye until they flicker and flame like the blacksmith's hammer. Strike the sigil with your palm. Strike again and again until bones ache and the world cracks. I presume that this twisted words mean you can summon up them fiends again, Vitali. This time let's not be so timid. We had overcome enough of their evil already. The Ackerson's out of there. And Amy too, that poor girl, to lose her father and then be pulled into the same nightmare. Ica shakes his head sorrowfully. Indeed, there are only a few gates now left between us and the heart of Nibiru. Each step we take bolsters our power, raises us to adepts who cannot be ignored. This incantation will call upon the third circle, the ring of charred ash, where the Maker's hammer rings out in endless chimes of transformation. Yeah, it's probably souls. Then let us continue on with it. Astra fidgets nervously, pulling at her gloves, fingers, and pacing around the group. As much as I despise this blasphemous practice, it seems we have little choice. Alright. Yeah, well, the cat doesn't agree with us. Healing Sprig. Next. Alright, so what do we do here? It's a 6. No, it's not that hard, because we're going to be having Ashen Hammer. Put the beckoning bell there. Let's see, we've got 2 here. We've got Vitali's going to have to take a nap before he goes to the next part. So we'll do that. Means we should we'll probably get through this thing rather handily with Kogarth doing that. This makes it Calgar. Calgar's in great shape. Alright. Okay, Calgar can get that started. Meanwhile, Aster, tired and hungry. Okay, but I don't think she wants to sleep with the towels, so we'll just have her take up a basic meal. How's Atticus doing? 2 of you can have a meal together. How's that? Ah, midnight. Great time to do ceremonies like this. Adequate. Excellent. I'm just going to wait for the chapel to go before we do anything next. Sally will sleep through it all, of course. The clock. An Ashen Hammer made contact with the third circle. Thus, tick-tock, tick-tock. The cycles are disturbed once again, not by deluded lord, but by his hired hunters instead. Though it matters not, your complaints be drowned by cog and hammer. Nibiru's wheel turns you over now, crushes your bone, and you do not even see it. Okay, I was hoping you kept up the Rhine concept here. Giant organic machines turn the shadows around the clock. Instruments of the end, envoys of Nibiru, I call upon you to release our companions to this world. Vitali trembles, his eyes wide open in awe. We have mastered your rituals and broken your gates. Relinquish your hold on this family. The lantern? Oh, this is... Yeah, we're getting called to Simi later again.
Do not threaten us. Your power is paper thin. I shine through your flesh, and you are not but shadows to us.
Right, the internal light that holds the structure of all creation together. The lantern gestures and the wraith-like sentries, does sound like the Watchman, brings you materials across the state.
You have broken no gates. Nibiru is already here. It lives alongside you. It lives inside you.
Alright, great to know. That's just bloody lovely. Well, now they got numbers. Chapter 6. the tethers of time and space connect us all, and nothing can escape such cosmic anchors. So yeah, once again, we're doing with the Watchmen scenario here, where we have a false light god who's holding things together in a broken and diluted sense. It must be overcome. That's great. Watchers. Watchers, by the way, do indicate it can be named after the fallen angels of the Book of Enoch, which are the ones who instructed humanity on the how to use technology and such. And essentially, that's what caused the fall instead of Adam and Eve. Infernal Watcher, task focus 7. A ghastly tumor encased in a framework of rusted metal. Like a caged eyeball, it floats, practically immaterial, in the center of the room, drooling a noxious phlegm behind it. How these loathsome spies always been over here, laying invisible among us. This card can be moved in this room, it cannot be removed from it. Increases madness hour. We can't perform a task. So yeah, all these are a quick 7 that allows us to we have to basically get our room back together. Oh, right, sorry. Because this one will be... Alright, fine. A spire of bloody metal and unnatural flesh. Let's a soot-stained store. A milky orb twitches its peak like an eye without a pupil, staring in every direction. Kind of like a version of those servo skulls in 40k, which is, I'm still saying the universes are connected here. The corrupt focus draws the vision of the infernal watchers that float from the room. To remove this hellish observer, we need to destroy its spies. Oh, what is this now? Evil eyes? Were these things always here, as the demon suggested? Atticus spits in disgust. Reminds me of several goals, sentries in every corner, and just as corrupt. Yes, I think they have always been present, just invisible to our mortal eyes. Well, it's the real estate. Am I right? They are observers from Nebrew, conjured machines that watch and whisper to their makers. That's how pawns from them. That increases the probability that they are archonic in nature, which basically means they are created by false gods who run this world like a prison to suck the life force out of everyone. We should destroy them to break the connection to their masters, blind them as they were. How can such things even exist, like the groundskeeper, constructs of flesh, metal, and dark energy? Well, 40k. These watchers, this chaos, dark mechanicum, actually. These watchers can be spare moved to some degree and are bound to the rooms which respond in. How is the vivisectionist of Bancroft Peak can produce such things? How is it done? Not even the vivisectionist of Bancroft Peak can produce such things. How is it done? I must know. Well, I've just seen something that we got all missed. Atticus picks up a smoking pipe from the blackened flags. This be old man Alfred's. Only saw it because of the ghastly light the spire is casting. And I could use a quiet smoke right now. Okay, bulldog pipe. Task focus 3. A fine beechwood pipe. Its bowl, polished from years of handling, stem is wrapped around the bands of exotic metal that appear to reflect more light than they perceive. This Alfred's most prized possession. Perhaps we might use it to attain a moment of calm and chaos. I was going to dispute... gotta remember what these are called. Music. Is it songs, sensations? Gotta get these down. Forge and food interpretation. Okay, so it's got a 3 total. It can be used in the dining room. We need to, however, evacuate everyone to outside the house and begin calculating how we're going to take back the rooms. Because at the moment, we only have access to the guest room, child's room, school room, kitchen, clifftop, and cellars. So, chapel. Which ones do we do first? We can't actually do a 7 because I would have done it with Sophia quite yet. But we probably will start getting tools back. So we have to basically slowly, grindingly get our things back. Like 6 sensation. The only since I don't have, what do I have? I have 2 point sensation and 1 point here. So we can actually get the dining room fast, which is a little weird, but we want to use that pipe as quickly as possible. Grab Atticus, and then grab the carafe. That brings it up to 5, and then the aromatic herbs, which means we definitely have to go get that from the get to the machine room back. Every time we bring the shipping crate, it's going to cost us. But let's get this one cleared out first. Okay. Second, we already know we can do a 7 mysteries. That's mysteries, right? Yes, 7 mysteries by grabbing. We have the pens already there. Let's see. By grabbing... Let's do Gift to the Owl because we have access to sleeping at the moment. And then... Oh, wait, no, we can't. We need a +2. Oh, wow. And we don't have the bell anymore, so we can't summon anyone. So we can't do this one yet, unfortunately, because it's another 7. Not sure why that did that. I'm going to produce a 6 total, which means we're going to have to upgrade our apparatus at war. Ritual offerings probably will come in handy too. So grab this. Can do some severe drinking lately. Let's get that cracked open. Seven archives. 6 archives. We can actually possibly pull that off. Right, we definitely can. Grab the key out of here. Clear out the archives. 5 and gift them off. After clear that. Take 2 of our rooms back. That leaves your 7. Can remove the room, it cannot be removed from it. We're just going to use the forge then. 4. So we can, yeah, when she masters on here, we'll grab her to that after we get a good drink, apparently. We need the dining room back in order to drink. That's one of the biggest things. So, what do we got? Calgar, grab me some more healing herbs. Sure, would you? Alright, let's get these cracked out. Probably going to be able to upgrade people by using the, using whatever the Infernal Watchers leave behind. Now. Okay, so that wouldn't work. Vitaly's in good shoe. Madness at 40, though. Definitely need a drink. Yeah, need a drink. Get you out of here. So we can do that. Can do this here. We will have to do this, unfortunately. That's a 2, so, you know, Vitaly's nuts anyways. No, we'll not do that. We'll have him hide in the cellar for a bit. Make it be a little safer there. And get these cleared out. Okay. We can spire. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Echo of the Past. Return to the shadows. Now, at the moment, let's pull Karoff back. We're going to need to be able to get some more stuff back to reuse it. Ritual offering. Again, we probably don't need it. Aromatic herbs. We will need this, possibly. I mean, that's like the first sensations test we've had. But Echoes of the Past, Part 2. The Watcher disintegrates, whispers float in from the past. The plague has taken our lord, now he is gone, to the land of the dead, which lies close at hand. Indeed, the same souls that walk these shadows place walk with us here in these halls. This place might have been originally a temple of death. Basically, it's sitting over an underworld nexus. The great house shall not serve a generation, it shall pass into ruin as all things must. Come, you who can walk still. The raiders are in the fields. You must take up the axe and lantern. There's nothing more to be done. That's some serious pass there. The Watchers in a great whisper. Okay, and I wrote to Mother and explained that I have purchased this simply exquisite ruin atop the cliffs. This place has been, like, awful forever. I shall live in the shattered tower and write my sonnets. Verily unto the horizon do I see. Well, I do not claim to be some gilded bard. We cannot all expect to have our voice echo down the ages. This could be the souls that were actually used to make these things. If the best I can do is some tome of poems in the archive of some great family, then so be it. The romance of this place shall see to that. Huh, great. Anyways, so it doesn't actually give us anything at the moment. Just the utter need to take a deep drink. What are we looking at for madness, anyways? Okay. Madness? Okay, Vitaly is messed up, so he definitely needs a drink. And the others, not so much, actually. So, Vitaly, you can do that. Hawk, let's see what you can pull off, shall we? The laboratory's still offline at 7, because, again, 2 and 3 are the best we can do at this point. Earpiece back up, and we're back to being challenged again, as it were. Okay, so, next target would have to be the Infernal Watcher here, with Aster with a 3, and 1. We're going to have to use a shipping crate. So the best thing we can probably do, your madness is at 9%. We're going to need you to crack the crate open to hopefully get the boost over to be able to grab the one of the boosts for the Wellhouse Tears sufficient test. Okay. In the meantime, you are going to have a good drink. All right. So 7, 7, 4, and looks like we're going to have to be penalized temporarily for some of this. Okay, but Aster could use a nap. There you go. Dr. Calgar. Need to start getting used to this. If I use the healing dose, I'm going to have to take madness. No one's injured. No one's injured, which is good. I mean, keeping Dr. Calgar well lubricated. Let's grab the pen so I know where it is. Not what I wanted. Hmm. Could have them hunt for meat, but to get a basic meal back, I guess. Just need to swap. Oh, wait, there's no boost for... Oh, we do have a compass. Never mind. We just switch out the field telescope for the spyglass, and it's not an issue. There you go. You're there, you're there, you're there. Go for it. They're just staring there. They're just staring there, standing there menacingly. Okay, great. Vitaly's note 4. Another rite assembled, and hopefully another step towards the culmination of our task. Given the knowledge I'm gathered, I am keen to be finished with this assignment. This is a sort of hell to be trapped here with these people. I've remained polite and professional, of course I have, but never in my life have I had to share such a space with a brute beast such as Atticus. My admiration for his physique is all but faded. He sees nothing, and he knows nothing. Did he sew together they sew together butcher's leftovers and bake a loaf for our brain? That we're really not liking you, Vitaly. For a while, I thought I might speak to others about my somnambulous theories, but it feels like my words slide off them too, like rain on oilskin. Without my dear Ella, I am destined to be forever alone in my thoughts and ambitions. Oh, that's just going to end horribly. It's not good to want dead people quite back that badly. Alright. Finish your drink. Okay, the nightmares are quenched. Okay, your hunger. Let's grab you a basic meal, basically. Num num. Okay, okay, everybody's doing something. Atticus's madness is increasing, unfortunately. Drinking will be required. A delivery. Another delivery, and this time it seems to be from our mysterious friend V. It's probably the circle of people I was working originally with, the Lord, who wants us to crack the rituals for them instead. Master Kratos will continue worldly. Despite my distrust as individual, their contribution to our cause has always been useful. Alright, cool. What is this? Oh, right. It's the laboratory one. Basically, we're going to have to do the craziness. Alright, anybody free at the moment? No? Will be. Alright, raw meat. And you. Which I'd not be using a lot of lately. Right then. You go down here. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Gift to the snake, which is good. I want to do that from a dream. Now, I'm sorry you're going to have to go crazy again for a brief period, okay? It's for the greater good. Like a towel. Alright, so grab this. Grab the gift to the bee, because it's easy to get back from dreaming. Hit it. Crack that baby open. Oh, I should have done her with the Infernal Watcher first. It doesn't really matter. We're not getting back here for a bit anyways. Alright. So, anybody else need food? I think Calgar's closest one, but she's probably okay. Alright, so this requires 3, which means basically you're going to be doing it. Smoke the hell out of it, boy. Alright, meanwhile, Vitaly should just... We've got moonshine. We're going to need that in a moment. A lot of drinking going to be happening today. A lot of drinking. A lot of day drinking. Grab Uzi's pot. Place it here for the raw meat. You can actually cook something for once in your life. And let's see what else. What are we doing? Fatigue. Dream a little dream for me. Glad you have one in there. At least one we know about. Alright. Gift to the wren. Chirps, chittering, and feathers. Bright calls, echoes around you of tiny form. For any vision of these dreams, a source of inspiration. Huh. Interesting. Next to the gift to the toad. One of those unique ones. We may have something pop up in the child's room at some point. But this one seems to produce... we don't have... Yeah, we don't actually have a... We need more inspiration, so... But, who's craziest? Yeah, the craziest close enough, so just keep smoking, would you? Smoke that pipe weed. Smoke it. Gift to the boar. Hunter who has killed this boar will know that upon it's more meat than the noble have that it is more meat than the meat which the noble's beast disposed upon them. It passes between those elements of the souls and tasty roast. So be careful what you eat. Because, just think of all the junk foods passing into your soul. I think it's supposed to be the point. Anyways, we've got songs, we've got sensations, we've got the forge already, and we've got the boar. So we don't actually have a sensation. So one more toke, right? God, he must have been like jonesing for a bit of pipeweed for a while now. Kitchen, guest room. Yeah, everybody else is busy, aren't they? Oh, nope. You. That's in progress still. Interesting. Gift of the sloth. Heavy eyelids blur your view as peering depth in the warm winter blanket. Even the glass and table seems leagues away, but it's soon in your hand. The heady vapor is drifting from a rim, calm and cosset. Don't know what a cosset is. In the revelation of the sensation, more than leaves lie at the bottom of the cup, a vision that lingers and offering inspiration. So we've got Gift of the Sloth, which is going to be a sensation indication. We're going to have to pop in and grab some things from the archives soon. I think we're missing some texts. She's going to have to do Vitality when we get to that point. Meanwhile, I'll keep the pipe here. And the moonshine. Where is... Fuck, Aster. Aster's madness is increasing, but it's not super terrible at this point. So this is going to be manageable. Vernal Watch is going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, we did not get what I was hoping for the salts. Okay, so which means that Atticus is going to have to go in and rock in the cellars for a bit. Atticus is... Yeah, Hawk is still good. Go good. Go for it. Alright, laboratory. Yeah, ready to keep going. Let's go. Mystery. Right, hang on 1 second, and then we'll pop that thing open. Okay, and we are back, and Mrs. hasn't settled into the cat tree behind me and watching, but let's get to this mystery. Pilgrims, your progress is both impressive and concerning. I fear that soon you will need more than your natural wits to proceed. Before my exile, the Seekers charged me with locating an ancient and powerful thought condenser with Highrook. It lay in pieces across the estate, split and hidden by previous owner. Those memories we've been having in the back by indicate this place has always been an area of high spiritual energy, which is why it draws people to it and usually destroys them. In order to find it, I was given a divining ring attuned to the condenser's energies. I did not complete the task. When I fled, I took the ring with me. I pass it to you now in hope that you might complete the hunt. My memory is unclear, but you might do well to begin your search in the dining room of the laboratory. I hope you can succeed where I failed. A divining ring. The provost at Bleakhurst claims to have seen one of these in his youth. Vitaly raised the ring on an open page to study it further. It holds guiding magic that drains the user's vitality to detect hidden items. I'm increasingly concerned about the mysterious benefactor V. How can we be sure their intentions are honorable? They seem to have a thorough knowledge of both the Seekers and their power. Perhaps they are trying to mislead us. I'm unsure. They seem to hate that communion as much as I do, and they're clearly fallen out with them at some point in the past, communion being the big, mysterious cult in the background. I say we take whatever help we can get, and some of these relics might fetch a decent price. The nightmare is over. It's always about money. But, I will point out, a lot of things are about money. Alright, Divining Rod. Task folks using anywhere. A dull silver ring. The modded surface has been used as strange patina. It grips the finger with a natural chill and burns noticeably when certain times near. Use the ring's ability drains vitality. So, alright, Vitaly, are you eating at the moment? You don't need to, actually. Oh, I know you're cooking. Well, he doesn't cook that much, but you know what I mean. I did like how over the years, I've watched different slang terms come to pass, and now you're cooking is just one of the ones I love the most. All right, so what we could do now, where's the madness level? Calgar is injured. That actually makes sense to use Calgar in order to produce the divining ring, the moonshine in place, and there. Let's pull Aster out. Her madness is at 15%, which is not super bad, but I believe we need to set up the archives. Have her do the archives anyways. Vitaly, let's see what you've got. Fatigue, madness, and hunger. You're doing fine there. I should have done that and have her do the individual there, but we'll do just fun. Go outdoors for once in your life. Whoops, is that going? Okay, divining ring. Okay. Problem being is, of course, it will be a little bit of madness until we using the healing thing people until we get that point. Scrubbing salt's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Shipping crate. That. We'll actually have to hold off on that until it's absolutely necessary. Atticus, how are you doing? Okay, at the moment your madness level's a bit high, so we'll definitely have you doing some day drinking later. Let's see. Large chambers. Do we have a sprig? We do not. Let's grab a sprig. Alright then. Ouch, that hurt. That's a damage indicator. Fragment, piece of the puzzle. So, there we go. Now we're working towards whatever this is. So, yeah. That hurt. The hunger's 20%, injuries at 15%. Do the laboratory next. We're going to be drinking anyways, so... Well, that's going on. Now, who's got the highest madness? Hawk does. Okay, so we'll hold off for a bit. Firing text. This will allow us to get back. I believe. Get gift to the eagle. We do not have gift here, so we'll have one inspiration. Now we need Atticus for a task. We archivist, however, needs to roll over here and dispose of the Infernal Watcher. While that's going on, Scholar, Tally, yeah, do some reading. You like to read, don't you? We only have one basic meal, so we could do some cooking after this. That's it right there. Okay, good. He's gonna be a giant cog, obviously. Let's get this temporarily over here. Then injury and hunger and madness. So what we're gonna do is, since we're a bit beaten up, I'm gonna grab the healing dose and deal with that. Well, I have that damn thing watching over there, which is great. Absolutely wonderful. Vitality's restored. Good. Just leave. Now you're gonna... Well, I'm gonna wait for Hawk. We had an interesting happen when they drank together last time, so I'll wait for Hawk to... There we go. Healing Sprig. You two can have a drink together. How's that? I did activate something before. It may not do so again, but you never know. It might. Meanwhile, we're going to be using the healing bits and pieces. You two are there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Meow. The cat's always wandering around. I've only used it a couple of times. My old friend. Excellent. Didn't actually act anything, but at least they're feeling better. You need a nap. Galgar. You're doing fine. Tell you what. Why don't you cook us some victuals? I like the word victuals. I don't know why. It's old-fashioned. Watcher Spire is weakened. Alright, so I just like watching animation. I banish you, evil minion. As the Watcher Sneakrates whispers from the past, they say, your worship, that before the sacred stones in this place were ever built, the first settlers built their dark fort. Indeed, I told you, it's a gate to the underworld, so they're going to put death temples and such here. Indeed, there are signs of settlement from before those people recorded to have lived in these lands. Ha ha, I don't know who could have raised the stones. A stone circle, who usually will mark an area where a nexus point, where ley lines come to the center, join at the center of the line. That's why they're magical. The rocks themselves are not magical. They're basically thousands of years ago, people put those rocks there, the stone circles, in order to mark those areas of high energy where lands crossed. No, history is but a silly game. The new house we're building here is about the future, burying the bones of that past. Well, that didn't work out so well, now did it? Alright. Esther, we're going to need you to get some healing jelly, at the very least. Maybe some of the, those glowing bugs that we like. Alright, so... Right. You're here. You're here. Ah, Vitaly. Get to the moth. Excellent. What do we do? What are you looking at? You're a little tired. You know what? You two can just snuggle together. I'm sure you'll love that. Oh, the raven's back, which is good. It's better than these things. 3 left. Each with a 7 for a task. Neither of which I can do at this point. Study I can only pull off the study when I have those magic thingamajigs. The magic shards, which I cannot get because I don't have the bell anymore. This basically means we're going to have to just randomly start poking around with this thing. Okay, so what we need to do, is anybody injured? Calcar, no one's injured actually. Let's pick somebody. Okay, Hawk, you're in the best. You're in the best position right now. Why don't you tackle the cellars? See if you can find anything. All right, Vitali. The study has been taken from us. I'm sure. Wait, what? I'm sure he's upset about that. We don't have any inspirations we need to get from over there, I'm thinking. So, what we could do... Yeah, just have him grab one of the ritual offerings and see if that gets us anything. Ritual offering to who? We probably don't want to know. 2 basic meals. Now done. Okay, Dr. Calcar. Injury and hunger. You're doing okay for those levels. I think we can have you grab another inspiring text. Ooh, you're not, however, good at... You're not good at libraries. Healing Sprig, Moongrain. We could actually have you produce some alcohol, which we desperately need around here. Okay, so, Moongrain. There you go. Wait, the pot again. Oh well, there you go. Okay. Flicker Fry and Healing Jelly. Healing Jelly allows us to heal without having to produce it in laboratories, so we don't need to double tap. So, meanwhile, however, the Fickle Fry, yeah, we're gonna have to, somebody's gonna have to take some serious drinking, day drinking, if we get this done. Madness at 21%. You're gonna have the last alcohol we've got on hand. Master, go ahead and you could probably definitely use that. More stuff. All right, so we don't want the madness to go too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Give to the bee. Injured. Give to the bee. Probably have to do one in each room. Okay, so how badly you hurt? Injury 10%. So, madness low, but what we can do is we're going to use the healing jellies, like I said, instead of the healing sprigs. But it's going to require us to have a little bit of inspiration. We can do that. Okay, that means Sophia will start alternating between drinking and fishing and cooking, I guess. You, my dear boy. I don't think we can do that. We don't have a tool for that. So, we have a tool for this, and your madness is pretty damn low. So, we're going to grab the shipping crate and Jarvis's crank, and you can stare down that thing all you want. Okay, Mechanicus is, yep, she's doing better now. Much better. Toss her over here. She probably can get the one of the inspirations back. Sedative, good. Very well. Alright, patched up and ready to go. Excellent. How's your, how are you feeling? Should use the tool instead of the inspiration. Remember that next time. Madness is at 3%, so it's actually not that bad. We could have, since we're going to have him have to drink anyways, let's just grab the scope, and he can produce that. Next healing dose. Meanwhile, Dr. Calgar can just use the rusty shovel in order to be able to grab something new. Something to replace it. Shove this back in its proper place. Moonshine. Okay, great. Do you need it? Obviously. But it's, yeah, if we should just keep it in the room here. Not super. Not worth probably what we cost for it. Jarvis's crank. Oops, the pen goes here, actually. Okay, but we could do, since you've got the whole crazy going on right now. Grab. We've already done the cellars. Let's do the chapel. See if that has anything. Okay, you. Let's replace that jelly. I have to plan our madness. Fading fragment. Okay. Nothing found here. Nothing's absence fades away. So, yep, nothing incurred, unfortunately. Just toss it out there. Okay, so there's nothing here, and you're actually injured to a small degree. Okay, Atticus. Child's room next. Okay, let's be methodical about this. Ritual offering, excellent. Plus the healing sprig. Means you could probably do that. And the madness is only 9%, so should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Your madness is only at there. Fatigue. It's not that super duper. However, you don't have the ability to go through. Do you? No, you're terrible at that. All right, but what you can do is grab the cave lantern and the lens. There you go. Stellar's the safest part. Kind of an inverse sort of haunting. Usually it's the absolute worst. Vitality restored. What are you looking at for madness? Yep, I think we can start the task here just as we can. That will allow Atticus, when he's free, to be able to do dig in the courtyard again. Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse, the visitors were looking for the Great King's dreams. He knew where to find one. The dream was nestled in the dark corner, like a beetle hibernating for winter in the cracks of the house. Mr. Mouse dragged the dream out of its hiding place, even though it was squirming and biting. Carefully, so as not to make too much sound, Mr. Mouse took the dream to the room of the stones, where the writhing crawled like worms. There, he thought, he would place the dream as bait beneath the hidden cage. The dream lay on the floor, writhing its back, desperately writhing. Mr. Mouse found the rope that held the cage, and with sharp front teeth he began to gnaw and chew. Well, that's a little freaky. Right, what are you doing? How are you doing, Atticus? Injury? Thinking what we will do, damage you a little bit further, then heal you. Because we've just replaced that here. I've got Slumberfish and the Healing Jelly. Good. Alright, so Healing Jelly there. Still need to get Sevia's blueprints done. Now, Aster doesn't have a lot. That's an issue. So we can't use no tool to be able to use that, unfortunately. Could use a spyglass, I guess. See what you can find. No, actually, spyglass to put out for the field telescope. That laboratory being possessed is problematic. Shipping crate. All right. Ouch, that hurt. Okay, but we got one of the things we need here. Excellent. As soon as Vitali is clear, but we'll do this and then we'll de-injure you, okay? Meanwhile, next would be the study. Who needs to go crazy for a bit? Elgar has your madness. Ah, excellent. Grab the lens, put it here. Lantern goes down here. Alright, place the electro lamp so the cat doesn't become an issue down here. Healing dose, great. Now, let's get the crazy out of your head. We'll rinse it. Okay. Minus at 15%. Take a drink. Take a shot. As they say. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Okay, Calgar. Injury, 10%. There you go. You can use a healing jelly without having to get a boost. Not that it really matters for the raw meat. Don't actually need it. I think we have the basic meal, but okay. Bruiser's not really much else here to do. The divining ring. Have we done the study yet? We have not. And is it what? And this is 0. Or did we? Oh, great. Probably did. Let's hit here. Necessary will double back. Yeah, Vitaly did the study, I believe. Might have been wrong. Hate it when my brain skips out for a moment there. Excellent. Now, I... The only way I need a ritual offering at this point. Got virtually all the boosts, but could have him tackle the archives. It's his favorite place. Getting Sprig again. I kind of need this stuff. Aster needs to go fishing again. Where do you want to be now? Get that cracked open. My vitality is restored. Dr. Calgar, need to leave now. Hunger, fatigue, madness is not too bad. Ah, she's got raw meat, so we might as well use one of the basic meals. Take the one with the oldest, obviously. While that is happening, let's give it a second or two. There you go. Baiting fragment, nothing here. Alright, so you can do some cooking. Alright, so next will be the guest room. Alright. Clear yet at the moment? Not yet. Yes. Hardly delicious, but it will do. And you are... Actually, that makes the most sense. Let's do this real quick. Inspiring text. We'll get to that later. All the other stuff we got going on. Tally, your madness. Okay, so let's get the flicker fry completed. Oh wait, you're not a laboratory kind of person, are you? All right, well in that case, poke around in the basement. You like that? Moonshine, which we are gonna need. A counter or two to decrease my madness, but I guess we'll just drink it straight up. Oh well. We'll be replacing that shortly. Basic meal, excellent. Baiting fragment, nothing. Calgar. Needs to do some serious injury repair. And we'll have them drink shortly. Healing dose, since we don't have the jelly at the moment. Aster, go fish. I don't know if I'm outdating myself with that reference. Do people still play go fish in this era? Except for maybe online, I don't know. Madness, okay, but madness at 9%. You're drinking still. We might be able to... There we go. Madness is out at 0%, so take a nap. Dining ring. Did we try the chapel already? I think so. I know we've done the dining room. Kitchen. Tackle the kitchen, would you? See if there's anything down there. Okay, so, great. Awesome sauce. Oh wait, you're supposed to be sleeping. Shipping crate and the scrubbing salts, which we might need. Excellent. Alright, so... That goes there, actually. Okay, so... What next? Hunger and fatigue. Here, we do the same trick we did before there. Have you slip in. Alright. Somebody else's thing. Okay. Baiting fragment. Injury. Ooh, that definitely has to be dealt with. So, healing dose. Treat that injury. Go a little crazy as a result. Healing jelly. That will be used in next. Sigh. Okay. So. Deep breath. Okay. So. Don't know if we've done the well yet. We could try it. Then double back and try the places to make sure. Just in case. Patched up and ready to go. Madness is 0% actually. Excellent. Get the hell out of there. You guys are... you can't... Alright, it hasn't actually detonated yet. Okay, but in the meantime... might be able to get the stuff that makes more moonshine. Longer to get it from a crate, but less madness involved. Okay, cool. Yeah, my brain trust is up and ready to go. Seven. It's trying to nuts, though, trying to get this to work. Can't do this one yet, unfortunately. I'll admit, bit of a wall at the moment. Get through it, I know. But yeah, it gives a compass. We've got roots. We've got that. We've got moth. We don't need that at the moment. I don't think ritual offering is going to be a help either. We don't. There we go. Right there. Yeah, the drinking is just being all kept in the place. Yeah, forge. Yeah, toad. Yeah, we got pretty much all of them. Except gift to the bees that actually can be used for that purpose. So let's grab this. We need basically a ritual of 1. Let's put Vitalia in there. Calgar can do it. It's fine. There you go. Meanwhile, good how you open the shipping crate. It's not going to be a lot there, unfortunately. Madness levels are well contained. So, yeah. Only person I can do is Hawk. We could do the Carafe and the Gift of the Sloth if we really wanted to, but potentially be doing a Gift of the Sloth to get a Gift of the Sloth, so it doesn't really make any sense if anybody Atticus do it. So, what do we need now? We go outside for a bit to get some raw meat. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think you help that. Nope, you do not. Got it. 2 remaining. Injury level, however, is way too high. Don't know if we've done the cellar yet. No, we haven't done the machine room. Okay, while that's going on, you will use your own healing jelly on yourself. Patch yourself up a bit. While that is going on, yes, you are injured for dealing with it. Yay! We made it another day. Give to the bee. Excellent. Let's see. Madness is okay. Yeah, we're actually doing okay here. It's dawn, and we're not like Aster's note. My mind now turns to what happened when we escaped this place has already been awful enough that I can be sure none of us will leave here unscarred and unchanged. What a curse has been wrought, and what foolishness. When I find myself covered, I shall make Atacity cry unnatural curiosities into cascade meddlers of Gatali and Gideon. In truth, chaos can only corrupt flesh. Steel is better. In truth, it is only the mechanists who can understand how life should be approached, not without feeling, but certainly with reason and caution. Only human invention can preserve us in our world. All else is indulgent folly. Okay, so, Doctor. Okay, but your madness is only 3%, so we should be fine at the moment. So she get you out of there, and yeah, you need to make some more jelly. So go for it. Kind of been living in the, well, for a moment here. Hang on. Okay, actually, it turns out I'm going to have to call it here. Let me get these tasks completed, and then I'm going to call the episode for the moment. So hang on 1 second. Nevermore, as it were. Moongrain, we're definitely going to need that. Okay, let me get this organized. Ow. Guess we go right to this, because we don't have that. We'll have it all set up for next episode. Let's get tally done, fitting fragment. Okay, we'll do that. We will. And get the Mechanicus done here. And then we'll basically start at that position. It doesn't look like anything major happened. So, regarding our visits and messages and packages and such. But we will have a lot of stuff ready to go next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this little dive into that. We cracked yet again another circle of hell, as it were, so to speak. And we will eventually grind out the remainder of these three. So only 3 places it could be. It's probably Clifftop, Courtyard, and Archives have yet to be done, so it's probably there. And then we'll probably have a few more problems thrown away. Still have to get rid of these things, which is annoying. Once we can do so, we'll be able to pull off the other tasks quite well. Anyway, so this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country. Like, share, subscribe as usual. Hope you enjoyed your time here, and I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.